That's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Swift. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. The Buccaneers at 7-9 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Hurts. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Come on. Set. 18, 5 in.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking downfield for Godwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Elliott Good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get Scouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
Throwing is Hurts. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Going up top, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. First down, here's White. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Out is Chris Nagar now to try the field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, complete. That's Watkins.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Vita Vea coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
On second down, Swift.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Here we go, here we go. Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
On first down, Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
They go play action with Hurts.
Staying on his feet. Under pressure, they got him again. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 7. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw here.
He'll get this out.
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
And
not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, Cup 19, Cup 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Come on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Bucs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage. and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Oh, what a catch. It's Godwin. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Hurts. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And incomplete on a deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 11. Being chased out left. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On the jump.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.